I think I've come to the conclusion that me and the internet do not get along. And what do I mean by that? I can be great on the internet. There's one big problem. I don't like to share who I am. And I know in order to attract attention these days, sorry if I look a little bit dark, I am walking home. It's like 12:30 at night, 12:30 in the morning. Um, just got off work. Only live like 20 minutes away from my job, so it's cool. But the reason why I don't work on the internet, because it's not that I can't work, it's that I have to get used to allowing people to see who I really am. And it's not that I have a problem with showing people who I really am. It's just that I know that if I start talking about my past experiences, be it with girls or video games or, going to school and all the little bullshit that I had to deal with, I understand that this world is not mature. And the internet is even more immature. And knowing this, I know that the way I would like people to receive the information I would give them on my life like that, I know for one, there are internet trolls who would dig and dig and dig until they found a slither of something that they could use to create their own false narratives on me. Because I've had people, even to this day, I've had people trying to hack into my accounts and hack into my, social media accounts and my YouTube channel. Dude, it's people from Bangkok, Thailand, Germany, fucking, Turkey. Most of these are just overseas, IP addresses. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody's using those as a proxy in the United States, but still, that's what I gotta deal with, which is the reason why I don't share too much. It's part of the reason why I don't really talk too much, because I've seen people, I don't know, technology's so advanced. I know people, they just, but I know some people, on the internet, they just take what they can, and they'll find you just off of facial recognition. I know that for a fact. So I'm real careful on certain things, but I've already got my face out there, so it's not like I can hide anything like on that note. It's really iffy. Because again, I know I could be something on the internet if I just allow people to see my, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say my human side. I guess maybe that's the best way I could put it right now. Because right now my focus is just on getting home and getting in the bed. So I'm kind of talking like half woke, half sleep. Like 2/3 woke, 1/3 sleep, just trying to get home. But it's ridiculous. I've never been one to, like, first off, I suck at lying. I really do. As a kid, I used to be real good at it, and after a while, it just became, fuck it. It is what it is. I've gotten to the point where I've accepted consequences for any fucked up things I may have done in the past or during my naive years, and my ignorant stages in my life, and I've taken any consequence that came with it. And I've just put myself in that frame of mind where, shit, if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. But, I ain't did nothing outlandish. I don't have no criminal record. I don't have any, no warrants and none of that. I'm just a black dude that like watching anime and playing video games. And I'm trying to make that work for myself on here. But a piece of that is that I have to expose myself in ways that I've never been good at exposing myself. Meaning that I have to connect with you guys on a relatable level. Let me say that. That's what I was trying to say earlier, a relatable level. And in me doing that, I know that I can tap into you guys' emotions, and that would make you want to invest more time into watching what it is I'm doing. Some people call this having charisma, being able to capture energy and, connect with people through energy, or whatever the case may be. I just know that if I could tap into that with you guys, I'm gonna make it. But it's difficult because I've always been like that quiet type of dude. Even as a kid, I've always been quiet. I've never really been like the loud type of person because I always kept to myself. Me going through what I went through as a kid, moving from New Orleans to Ruston, Louisiana, back when I lived in Louisiana. When I moved to Ruston from New Orleans, I didn't know too many people. So by default, I kept to myself a lot of the time. Because the thing about me is, in order for me to connect with people or to reveal things about myself to people, I have to feel like in some way, I have to feel your energy. And if in feeling your energy, because energy is very transferable, and sometimes when you transfer energy or exchange energy with people, you can relate to them. It's like a signal that they give off to let you know that you can trust them with certain information. And because I know and I've always been like that. If I feel like I can't relate to you, then it's no sense in me talking about my past or anything that I've been through, because you won't know what the hell I'm talking about. It's like if somebody was talking about, somebody who had to sell drugs before, regardless of where they may be in the United States. Hustling is a universal language, not just with selling drugs, but I'm just saying, in that particular element of it, if a person that's known for selling drugs tries to have a conversation with somebody who never sold drugs before, you're basically gonna lose everything in translation because they don't understand the way that you're talking to them, because they don't have those experiences to be able to relate to you. And it's like that. It's like certain people can't relate to you on certain levels, so therefore it's harder to connect with them. And even with that, it's still common ground that can be found in anything, But still, the fact still remains. I wanna try to connect with my audience better. For the rest of this year, I want to try to do that. And I'm trying to find a way for me to do that. You know what I mean? Because, it's nothing to it but to do it. But at the same time, because I've been this quiet kid most of my life, and I kept to myself a lot. Of course, before I became like that, this came with a lot of trouble and me exposing myself to the wrong people and getting teased because of it, and having to deal with the consequences of that, which shouldn't have had any consequences behind it at all. Especially when, you're a kid in like a popular area, and when you're a kid and you're around a group of other kids, and the popular thing to do is to drink alcohol, smoke weed, and playing sports of any kind, and dealing with the neighborhood hood rats, and just little dumb shit like that. When I was raised to be more business minded than anything else. So when it came to smoking weed or drinking, I mean, I'm from the South. You know, you take your shot of moonshine when you hit a certain age. Smoking weed, I probably only did that once, and then I let it go because I felt like, okay, it wasn't even a peer pressure that got to me. It was just, I'm bored, wasn't shit to do. You know what I mean? Let me just try it, and let me see if an idea can come from this. So when I smoked the weed that was around, it didn't do anything to me. So either that was a weak strand of weed, or I just, I was just able to handle it naturally better than what I thought I could, to where it didn't have any effect on me like that. You know, it just, and I felt like in order for me to get high, quote unquote, I was going to have to use a stronger substance than that, and I was like, I'm good. I don't need nothing like that. And then you find ways to get high off life. You know what I'm saying? Find the things that you enjoy, get motivated to be better at them. You know, things of that nature. I'm aiming to be, I'm aiming to connect with you guys on that level. You know, first off, I want to say shout out to Mugen Lord, with his Mugen After Dark series of videos, because he's kind of inspiring me to do something like that, which something I always wanted to do. And I didn't want to just do it because it seemed like, oh, somebody else is doing something, let me just jump on the bandwagon. Nah, not at all. It's just that, this channel has been grown organically. I got all the subs I got organically. I never paid any subscriber bots or anything like that. But I've also been less consistent than guys like Mugetsu Zero and Mugen Lord, which is the reason why my channel hasn't grown like the way theirs grown. But personally, I'm proud of those guys, because I was there in the beginning when guys didn't have less than nothing. You know what I'm saying? Back when Mugen Lord was only doing Mugen-related videos back when he first got into college. You know what I mean? That type of shit. When he was doing videos from his dorm room. Even before then, so I wonder what's going on with Mugen these days. Not Mugen Lord, but the Mugen engine and the video games. I wonder if people still making characters. I know Infinity Mugen Team is still around. Phantom G. That forum was ran by somebody who wanted you to kiss his ass in order to get access to anything that he was working on. He's good, but he was just like a prick from what I can remember. He's probably changed now, but not to get sidetracked, but my aim is to just fuck with you guys on a more intimate level and on a more grounded level, because I have it in me to do that. It's just when you lived your life for so long a certain way and you realize the benefits of living like that for so long, you kind of want to hold on to those benefits, even when those benefits may not benefit where you're trying to go. You understand that these benefits have value to them. Like, for example, me being quiet, I don't have to worry about anybody in my business. I don't have to worry about people trying to take my past and use it against me. Like I said, I've never been to jail or nothing like that, but being a person that's, always was into video games and anime, and having to go through school and having to fight like that, and just off of watching anime, bro. Like, people don't realize, when I made that video talking about there's no such thing as girl gamers or something like that, I really came up during a time where females was not claiming to watching anime like that or playing video games like that, because they just wasn't around. They was into the high school jocks, and it wasn't until One Piece, Naruto, and Bleach came out that, it was somewhat getting popular to watch anime in the black community. But even then, it was just like, females wasn't messing with dudes unless you was the high school jock who was the all-star athlete. Females wasn't paying you no attention, or the class clown or anything like that, because it was like a stigma. It was like calling somebody a geek or a nerd it was more so used as a broad term to describe you playing games like Final Fantasy or watching Pokemon or some shit like that. You know what I mean? And that was kind of like the stigma that was attached to it, regardless of what you was doing. So because of that, people always tried to play you for a fool, and seeing how it's so popular to call yourself a nerd, or to see a bunch of these females that you know were never into video games or anything like that, to see them like talk about how much they love Pikachu and Snorlax and, you know what I mean, Charizard, you know what I mean, the popular Pokemon. They can't tell you nothing about the new ones or anything like that. They always want to talk about the more popular ones from the original 150. Like, they don't even know about the Pokemon handbook, the red Pokemon handbook. I had that handbook. I wish I still had that damn handbook. I probably do. Because when I left Louisiana, my mother kept a lot of those things and she put them in storage. Man. And I never went back to get any of that stuff. She probably has it with her when she moved. I need to find a way to go get that stuff. But yeah, it's just one of those situations where, man, I got stories, but I'm not 100% sure if I want to tell them, because the internet is so broad, and again, having people that's already tried to hack me, and I had one person trying to blackmail me, so that's a story I could tell. And having to deal with all that nonsense that came with it, I just don't know if I want to deal with it, because the internet being so broad and vast, you know, telling what you putting information, there's no telling who you're giving that information to, especially when you've been hacked before or tried to get hacked before. Thank God for two-step security. But yeah, my aim is to try to connect with you guys on a more grounded level, to try to relate to you guys more, because I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all that watch my content, all 2,440 subs of you guys, know I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Know I used to, like, you know what I'm saying, Bakugan, Card Fight Vanguard. I wonder if that's still going on. But just a bunch of stuff, man. I want to aim for that. So you can't see me that good. You see the reflection in my glasses. I'm finna get inside. But yeah, man, I don't know. It's gonna be a slow process, like a step-by-step process for me to open myself up like that to you guys. But the plan is to do so, and for you guys, hopefully which I don't think you guys will reject me, because we all into the same things. But it'll be good to see exactly how you guys respond to me. I mean, I haven't been less than honest with you guys at all. I've been 100% with you guys ever since I got started back in 2006, June 2006. And I don't plan being anything less. So I'm home. I'll see you guys later. And remember, be humble in victory, be gracious in defeat, but show no mercy in battle. World Warriors Collective.